on Honolulu base.
Well, there's actually almost nothing there. Actually, wait, no, there's a gold mine there. That's actually pretty valuable. But yeah,
Exactly. I'm gonna use it to bribe Mr. Goldstein with.
I mean, mm, man, he does like gold. That's true.
It's literally in his name. If he didn't, I'd have to call him a race trader and shoot him.
Oof. By the way, we are like on stream. Hello and welcome to Defense on Series, session
I
108
am stubborn.
C. Unfortunately not. Well, let's skip most of the things here, but highlights of what happened so far. Well, we had Bacon talk to Captain All about a couple of issues like joint exercises, training militia, and so on and so forth. Essentially, like the idea is to better integrate all the forces of Gribney into each other, and then we had Nike back on the mud ball doing his investigation. It basically did not lead nowhere, so they went back to back to space and interviewed the vampire once again. And by interview I mean invaded his mind and looked for stuff. It turns out that they
This,
yes.
this vampire just can't fucking win.
Yeah, he really can't. Well, they extracted some more information out of him, and essentially points to them having to go to a special place in Serbia again, a library, possibly occupied by a cult, where they want to retrieve a book that has probably been used to summon, originally summoned the demon that they are currently investigating. And we had a big old symposium meeting, which was very fruitful. Like the most important parts are probably like that like access portals to Gribnoi and Hyde's world have decided to be closed. Then we have some talk about like water, well, how to get water to like Ceres and use it. Then it was decided to extract it locally on Ceres rather than import it from like one of the worlds who have like much more water available. But I guess that's fine. Probably more secure in the long run. And then there was also the issue of a new chief of transportation. And Ems managed to get one of his randos elevated. And yeah, there was some talk about building a train station and like who is responsible, like for what in terms of the transportation network. Who supersedes what when it comes to like the train station in the base, or like rather rail connection and stuff like that. It was really interesting to see, but eventually the contract managers voted to have one out. Who would have guessed? As they are the one, as they have more votes on the symposium. But yeah.
I mean, M's tried though. He really did try to get them to have the authority.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Yeah.
But my sovereign construct rights would not be infringed. Hippity hoppity, you're not hijacking my property.
Not yet.
I'll kill him.
Wow. And then we had Ems tasking his progenitor Goon with like finding some food options for his world based on Antarctica. Got like a few results back, and they essentially it's gonna be like essentially it's gonna be water based. That's for sure because his world has like a lot of water, and his world is ecologically dead. So they are limited in what options they can do. And then we have AMP's building a receiver for the Nordic AI unit, so we can analyze it better. Then has some talk about like his routers, since he like wants to build like an internet, like essentially like a network on Gribnoi. And then also AMP's went on a scrap hunt. And he found some intact fighters and some biological matter that was definitely not human, more like something squid-like.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh no, there's another one.
You know what the best part about it is? This was before dimensional anomaly. Like those fighters went missing before the dimensional anomaly. So that's gonna be fun.
But
yeah.
did I get my scrap yet? Is the important question here. The base must.
You know, I don't know what exactly Jens is planning with you. But I mentioned like giving you something that I remember.
He owes me scrap, that damn dirty ape.
But why does he even like owe you scrap anyways?
It is fucking ancient at this point. All I know is I'm owed scrap, and it is an ancient reason.
Ah, there's an ancient reason. Well, maybe
From back before when he lived. Because he said he was going to get me scrap to do shit with the base, and then the other reason why is because he brought up getting scrap to. He's like, oh, you know, get correspondence 5. And we'll get you the scrap to use it. I was like, no, you won't. He's like, yes, I will. That he owes me scrap for something. I don't remember what though.
Very interesting. But yeah, I guess like yeah, like as might even want to like keep the fighters knowing him and try to like pay you out. He has like some money, so that could work as well.
No, I need the scrap. I don't need the money.
I see, you don't need the money. Interesting. But yeah,
well, I need whatever to be able to then grow the base ever larger. At this point, it's a cost sunk fallacy. It fucking sucks, Ronaldo.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess that's it from the recap. And that's going on. That's like one thing that needs actually two things that need to be addressed from my end. First of all, you're gonna receive an invitation. Since you're like one of the business people of Gribnoi, you're gonna receive the an invitation to the planning of a city tree. Essentially, all the corporations are like encouraged to come there and do like big ad campaigns. You know, I think that, and you know, the invitation also includes like quote unquote generous offers to offer to like get like you know, the best spots to like advertise your products.
I'm just the water bear. What? You thirsty? What more do you need? Okay, I'm getting invited to go do advertising.
Well, yeah, like it's not just advertising. You know, essentially they're just like trying to sell it as, you know, oh yeah, that's this great festival and you should come, you know, attend. You know, coming is free, but then they like also send like a bunch of things to make money off. You know, like those spaces that they can like rent.
Who's hosting this?
Well, officially, it's like a public event, but you do spot Gold's signature there.
Okay. Alright.
And yeah, it's
of course, I mean, I can respect it. I understand why Gold's doing it. I don't like it, but I can respect it.
Yeah. And yeah, if you decide to come, like, do let me know in advance because bacon is also gonna be there.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go if not for nothing else than to get to hang out with the with the locals yet again.
God bless.
Gotta
Yeah.
gotta win the hearts and minds away from gold. Usually the only way Sam does.
Oof. But yeah. Also like the PMC will definitely be there. If
Hey,
that's what
my
you're wondering.
people.
Yes. Your people. They're gonna be like they're actually gonna be they're actually gonna be just providing like medical care, to be honest. Because like there's not a whole lot of like doctors on Gripnoi. So what they're essentially doing is like using part of their like medical staff while things are like quiet, right?
Yeah,
As like a supplementary resource because they actually try to make a home there. So you
yeah.
know,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'll get them more. All right. I'll. With that being the case, I'll get more. So I mean, I got them fucking books, and I have. Oh, did the teachers start arriving yet by chance?
Well, what? When did that happen?
Remember, because I was like, oh, it would be against getting your people educated, and they were like, hell yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'll send that up with Noah.
Yeah, but the question is like when did that happen? Like
Before the downtime.
before downtime.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I sent that. I sent because it was that. There was the werewolf knowledge. There was the kid being shipped off because he's a mage. Um, and then like a bunch of like other shit that I think me and Futao got him vehicles or whatever too. I don't remember.
oh no vehicles. Like they haven't upgraded their thing for sure. That I remember.
Oh, that's right. That fell through because we got there and suddenly it was a fucking clusterfuck because we have new management protocols.
Hmm.
Fucking new world order. But yeah,
Hmm.
because I wanted to poach the people, because there's more potential in there from what the fuck's their name, from the New World Order and shit and gold,
Hmm.
and that's by forcing them to go along specific science routes that we enjoy.
Yeah. I can't wait to meet until you meet the New World Order lady. That's gonna be at that event. But yeah, anyways,
Oh yeah,
there's like another thing that needs
that's
your
it.
attention, and that is
Better be
Lewis,
Lewis's thing.
Lewis' presentation.
Yes, Lewis, my boy. Remember though, Radomer, if it goes all Terminator and I survive, I gotta cut his budget by at least half.
Don't worry. Like Lewis is very close. Likely he's gonna be the one cut in half first.
Well, I would hope not. I'm not a medical professional. I could give him a band-aid. That's about fucking it.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but technically speaking, Lewis is also not a medical professional. Like not
He
in that
worked.
sense.
He was part of the progenitors. He was a medical professional.
That's not how that works, but sure. Uh, but feel free to
Alright.
check yourself out. Do you want?
I nano machine man.
Yeah.
That sounds very ominous.
And oh,
I cannot trap myself out.
well, you can, but too much.
I don't see me. Where am I?
Like here
No,
and
I'm
here
not.
and
Redomer,
here.
no, Redomer, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Oh, there I am. There I am. So, Redomer,
Yeah.
this is what it looked like on my end before the Sam army showed up.
Remember the picture from like Alex Jones, with like coming through like, the
Oh, that was
passage.
the Alex show. Yeah, unleashing the final solution on the leftist causes.
Jesus,
Or
yeah.
it's just Alex Jones underneath a bridge with hundreds more.
Yes, exactly that one. And yeah, when they come in, you see like two Marines standing there, and well, one thing peculiar about them is that they have like their helmets on and like closed, which you know from like personal experience is not that comfortable. Like most people would choose not to be like this geared up.
Are they normal base personnel though?
Yes, they are. You know these
Oh,
guys.
oh, okay. So we're in serious mode. So like Sam's helmet goes on, just like chink. And I guess we're going full like if this goes bad, it goes bad.
All right, and Lewis stands there, wide grin.
Hello, Lewis.
Hello, Sam. Glad you could make it. I have everything prepared, and he like points at um,
Tarp.
yeah, like a tarp, right? That's the right word. And says, yeah, it's ready. And he like gets it on, gets his hands on the tarp and starts pulling. Are you ready, Sam?
I've been ready, Lewis. Let's see what all your hard work and a quarter of the budget has produced.
And he unveils it and says, "Here, my nanomachine man."
Jesus Christ, Lewis, it is so shiny and horrifying. I love it.
Exactly. Well, let's get started on the features and like pat it on the shoulder.
Does he like melt into it? Because he didn't hit it with enough trauma, so like the nanomachines don't register it as anything, so he just kind of like bloop.
Ooh. And well, he says, "That's a core. Like since I have been unable to do the mind myself, unfortunately, I have been forced to rely on an external solution, and I hit up some of my old friends to provide me with an AI core.
Oh, there's an AI in it. Oh, okay.
Well, yes. How else was this gonna move unless I want to control it myself all day? But it kind of defeats the point. But yeah, it's an AI core that can perfectly adapt itself over time to like any body. This is what I'm told, and the anti-collapse. I can even access the internal mechanisms of the of the body it's occupying, and you see like this like the machine transform for a second. It's like a
Yeah.
ball and then back.
Oh.
It has
Oh,
that's right. It has shapeshifting capabilities.
Let's get a little bit ahead of yourself. It has a little bit of its creator inside of it.
And then he says, well, Johnson, aim at the arm and shoot. It's just as we talked about. And you see like one of the Marines take point,
Yeah.
did this one, and just shoot at it, and shoots at the arm, and like the arm eventually just falls off, as like the damage has been dealt to it.
Yeah.
But you do notice like it takes him quite a bit until it actually gets damaged enough that yeah.
Okay.
And now for the special part, and Lewis goes to the side and picks up what picks up like a computer. And says, "Don't worry, this one is broken," and like steps on top of it, in front of it, and says, "Dig in," and the machine comes and like starts to reach out his arm, his remaining arm, and envelops the computer, and you see like what you can't
Okay.
what you cannot see like the computer itself.
Uh huh.
You see like the part is enveloped like shrink slowly but surely, and as like the computer shrinks, like the arm of the nanomachine grows again, like the one that's missing.
Oh, okay. So it's more or less got like an inbuilt like restoration process. Okay. So
It's
is it a perfect conversion then, or is it or does it lose out on conversion mass?
well, it like, needs the perfect like parts of it, so it like can't use everything most of the time. Um,
Okay.
unless it's like a really perfect thing, but generally speaking, it you just need to give them like some high tech to feed on, and it will be able
All right.
to do it properly. It's actually pretty cool. I'm proud of this one.
Yeah. No, like no, Sam's not in his head. He's like no, like he's like I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
and it can also do something else. The shape shifting, and
Yes.
he says, "Turn it to Sam," and he points at you, and suddenly see like a metallic looking Sam in front of you, like like how you look at the moment with like your gear
Yeah.
on. The only downside is that it will always look like metal.
I mean, I already knew what I looked like metal, considering they were inside my head. Remember?
Mm,
I saw perfection.
perfect. And it can also turn something else, turn into a puddle, and it turns into a puddle. You see only like you see like just the AI core like in like a
Yeah.
sea of nanomachines.
Huh. All right. All right. That one I don't know how useful will be out here in space.
I mean, it means it can get into basically anything that can fit this AI core.
Hmm. But can it move when it's a puddle?
Yes, and it has
Oh, that's
move over there.
terrifying.
It can also absorb when it's a puddle. So as long as a little
Oh,
bit survives,
yeah.
it will also be always be able to generate.
Oh, that's horrifying. Okay. That's a lot of a set. Well, I'm already seeing the strategical. All right. Now here's the important question, Lewis. What level of complexity AI was installed upon this?
Um, he says, well, I believe it's a true AI. Enlightened science
Oh,
has been used in its creation process.
okay. So the set. Okay. Huh. This could open a can of worms now, Lewis. You know that, right?
Why that?
Because true AI are as sentient, more or less, as us, give or take your ethics and morality.
Yes.
Which means now, depending on how this goes, we might have to bring in the ethics council. Uh,
I mean, I
and
suppose.
also, it's going to need a handler for when we begin production of more.
What do you mean production of more?
Is this the only one you're going to make, Lewis?
I was planning to make only one.
But what, Lewis, my friend?
It's about proof of concept.
Exactly.
It's science.
But what's the next step of proof of concepts?
Well, the you move on to the next project, of course.
I Sam makes a hand gesture like to be like no, but then he's like technically you are correct. Huh. I figured you were gonna use this as a stepping stone to then further nanotechnology research and to draw in more investors to get a larger work, like larger anything. Really, you're not gonna produce more of them?
I don't think they're suited for mass production, Sam. I'm
No,
afraid.
but
They're
like three of them you can.
well,
What tests have you had it go through besides being shot and stuff like that? Have you had it use firearms, a scalpel, anything like that?
oh well, I actually had, and I don't have it like some proper life with me. And like he pats on his like coat, and
Yeah.
eventually he picks up draws out like a gun, and says here, take this to Nano Machine Man, and
Give the AI a gun. Just wakes up. Take this gun. Choose violence.
and then he like looks around the room and like eyes the Marines for a second, and
Yeah.
and he like
Sam,
you could see in his eyes that he wants to like give the order to just shoot at them.
Sam raises his hands. Go, Nano Machine Man. Pull a bullet in my chest.
And the Nano Machine Man well raises his arm and shoots at you. Let's see how much does he actually have? Yeah, it's actually pretty okay-ish. Imagine like Borges and like shoots Lewis.
It shoots fucking Lewis. That would be the funniest thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good thing I'm wearing my armor.
Yeah, no, definitely. I should just check what kind of like Grande is the standard equipment again. I think it was like the one that does
Like-
4 damage.
It was like a pistol or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's only good for its range, to be honest.
Yeah.
Lewis, what do you have on you? Exactly. Yeah, it's gets a one with 4 damage.
So I'm rating is the armor, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see, and boom. Please soak.
I have 5 dice to soak with. There we go. Well, because armor and stamina doesn't stack when you get shot. It's just the armor, right?
Yeah. Well, it can stack if you can't soak bullets with your stamina.
I only have tireless, unfortunately. I don't have bulletproof. So I take 1 damage.
Yeah. Looks like a pretty decent shot.
So in front of these Marines, they immediately see the robot looking at them. And then their boss going, Metal Man, shoot me. And then Sam, boom, and Sam leaves it over and going, whoo! That's a pretty good shot, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like it a lot. Lewis, can it speak, though? Human, English, anything.
Well, depends on the shape it's in, but in theory, yes. Well, it's not very good. I can like only do like single words. It's more like playing your recording, really. But
Okay.
yeah.
So, but yeah, no, Sam's just got his hands on his fucking like knees. All right, like picks the fucking plate out of like his chest. He just thankfully it was only a bruise level.
Yeah.
That could have gone really bad, really fast.
Yeah.
Imagine if it shot Sam in the fucking head. Just boop, pew, oh.
And
All right.
well, at that point, Lewis just scrambles to fill you in with like nanomachines.
Sam like waves him off like I'm good. All right. So then, what do you plan on you doing with him then now, Lewis?
Well, I was planning to have him like run a war around a little while until I was actually thinking of like maybe assigning him to like missions, perhaps even like deploying him to Gripknife for a while to see how well he does in actual combat.
All
And
right.
well, after that's done, I want to write some papers on it, and then we'll see. I would probably like just leave it up to you what exactly you want to do with it. Well, worst case worst, I will use him as an assistant, but I think that's a waste of his capabilities.
Sam just nods his head like, no, that's completely reasonable and everything of the manner. All right. Have you given it a name though?
Not really. My work my work title is Nanomachine Man.
Hmm. That's not a name. We're not New World Order here anymore, Lewis.
I know, was the what order. Oh, before I forget, there's one thing
What's
that
up?
you should be aware of. This thing has like one well, guess big weakness. It needs to be recharged every day. Like it needs to have its power source replaced, and there's like there's a there's like a special kind of batteries. It's standard for new equipment, but still somewhat
Limiting.
yeah,
Okay.
yes. And
Hmm.
he like pulls out some like batteries. They glow a little bit blue.
I take it they're
And
full of quint, basically, Radomer.
no, they aren't. They actually just full electricity, but high
Oh,
density.
okay.
And like
All right.
so has a recharge mode, and you see like the core being pulled up and exposed again, and it, like
Yeah.
puts in the things. And also, if this core gets destroyed, then the nano machine is unfortunately not going to be able to make it. It's an instant death.
Oh, okay. I see.
Usually, it can like position this core like anywhere in its body, but it tends to default in like the head area, sometimes the chest.
Okay. All right. I see no reasons at this point to deny it. Its interface capabilities little worrisome. However, this is a good testing and proving bed. Nanomachine Man. I know you can only speak in word, one word at a time. If Lewis doesn't come up with a name for you, come up with one for yourself, and I'll rubber stamp it.
Hmm.
I'm big like Sam like looks at Lewis like I'm big on that when it comes to true complexity AI.
And it plays your words back at you.
That's not Lewis. Give it a fucking dictionary or something, please.
All right. And I also want to show you something else. And like
What else?
picks up like a picks up like a glass container, also like covered mostly covered with like a top. But you can see
Huh?
it's like the typical terrarium shape.
Oh, what is that? The other project, Lewis?
Yes, that's the other project. You remember those rodents? I I used a while ago.
What? I'm sorry. What did you say, Radomer? The rodents?
Rodents, yes, like like mice and stuff, rats.
No, I don't remember that.
Well, it's like my first thing. I wanted to go to like human testing, but you convinced me to go
Oh
to a
yes,
few steps
they
first.
cannot. Yes, I remember now.
Well, it's been a while, and while I haven't been actually able to make much progress, as I have put most of my time into this guy, and the points at nanomachine when. But I have been
Yeah.
running some preliminary tests on keeping something animated at the very least, and he like pulls off the top, and you can see like rodents there visibly decayed, like piece
Hmm.
of flesh falling off, and that's a Well, it stings a little bit, but thankfully I've just disabled my sense of smell.
Oh, we don't all want to turn off our sense of smell sometimes, Lewis.
Well, like I just turn it back on when I want to go eat again.
I again, Lewis. Some of us rely on that, but very well. And like Sam's gonna come over and like look in on them, and like they're like full on like decayed, like
You,
they're like a skeleton, right? Like there's some
they did.
weird like meaty shit at the bottom of the container.
They're not quite skeletons, but you can definitely see exposed bones in some places. And
Okay.
but what's interesting about them, like they're actually like standing perfectly still, and they're also you know like parallel to each other, like like kind of like like a military kind of thing where they
Yeah.
just stand still, and then Lewis pulls out like like not a remote but like a tablet, like a small one, and starts like doing stuff in it, and like the rodents start moving,
Oh,
like
okay.
he like remote controls them, and it says well they still work. It's of course the whole decay thing, but that's to be expected. So we
All
can
right.
I think as soon as I have more time, I will be able to uh, well do this in a better way with like something more. If we're talking about those chimpanzee, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure if we can like, keep them up here.
well, I mean, worst case, we can keep them in some type of holding cell or something over on the other side of Grimloid if push comes to shove. Worst case scenario.
I've actually, if you think about something, I've heard rumors of like a cloning lab being built there. Um, would it be okay if I try to rent out some space in there? Should we not be able to like house them here?
It will have to come out of your portion of the budget, but and I still need the paperwork, Lewis, of anything that goes on in there.
I mean that's fine. I just
But yeah, otherwise, I really don't have much of an issue with that. As long as the normal mo of you let me know what's up before we then have to deal with any horrifying containment breaches works wonders for me.
hmm. He like smiles again and says thank you. That's going to be
No,
very helpful.
as long yeah, as I've said before, I expect results and not to have things come bite us in the ass.
Yeah. And well, that's it for now. Angelica pulls out yet another tablet and says, and I hand it to you. This tablet contains all the information on the nanomachine man and my preliminary research on the rodents. You also note that a lot of these. You also note the significant effort that went into building the nanomachine man itself.
Yeah.
I almost feared I wouldn't be able to finish it in time, but here we are. Out of character, I can tell you that that's the thing has a lot more successes in it than Ems's stuff so far, like his individual robots.
Yeah.
So
Lewis is quality, Emps is quantity.
yeah, essentially.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Right.
I think I did show you the sheet itself, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It's fucking rad. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. So to uphold his end of the agreement, then he's actually gonna go get these. He's just gonna make sure Lewis gives the robot like a legitimate dictionary so it can pick its own name.
Hmm.
Because Sam's very big about the true AI thing. Unlike the rest of the union, he's like, no, technically they qualify as people too. in a
Uh,
weird slavery way.
well, there's one issue with that. Like the AI actually has like zero stats. Like in like the social department.
I never said it was good. I never said he was going to be good at talking to people. I just said he could pick out a name. It's got an intelligence score, right?
Yes. I was just gonna
Yeah.
say, it might be very artistic and something he just finds somewhere.
That's that's fine as long as the AI's happy with it.
All right. All right.
I'm not going to aside. I am not giving it state mandate names. Also, nanomachine man. NMM sounds cursed too. So, but yeah, no, and then, but yeah, as I said, I'm gonna shoot that paperwork up towards Noah then, as I told Lewis I would once it got approved, whatnot, along with the you know documentation of what's going on with it and all that jazz.
All right. Perfect. That went well, and nobody died during the presentation, although it actually got way closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I got shot, and then that AI was like, "I'm here to kill." I got a lot more successes than I think either of us expected. You good if I remove that the Bruce level?
Yeah, would like you have enough like stuff around to get healed. Unless like an emergency, it probably wouldn't matter. But yeah, let's go for like
Um, with that being the case, I do have. I mean, Futai's also gonna get like, hey, like the XYZ of the project was this project and the budget was done too.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
makes sense.
and then I do believe I owe a new hire to the fucking station. Uh,
Oh yeah, which one do you want to talk to?
I have to go see the fucking shitty museum if I remember correctly.
That's true. That's true.
The drug dealer.
She's not a drug dealer. She was a drug producer in her old life. Just a little bit of enhanced. Enhanced like well, everything I guess in a human body.
She's a drug dealer. But yeah, I'm interested in this crazy drug dealer's ways that she says she's setting up in the area. So
Yeah.
guess I might as well keep to my word and show up to see what it's all about.
All right. All right. I'm preparing a scene right now, so give me a
That's fun.
sec. Let's. Okay, I need some randos just to fill the scene, I guess, since the museum is basically just your hallway. Well,
And it's just all of that, just kind of like complaining about stuff. What the fuck are these statues doing in the way? Just fucking walk around it. Hurry!
just God, I don't know how painful that would be in real life, but yeah. Feel free to check yourself out, and you see your new hire there with another new hire, someone that you haven't actually properly talked to so far. The one responsible for your
The
few,
refinery.
yeah.
What a
Yeah.
dickhead not coming to see the Sultan of this base. He's a horrible Arabic.
Yeah, and she's just there, like, pointing to stuff at a wall, behind, some artifacts behind glass, and he's mostly like nodding along. I see like you see him actually like being like a little bit bent over from his like old age.
Oh. I mean, Lewis could fix that once he visits Lewis.
I mean, he could, but he's not the kind of person that would fix
Lewis doesn't ask for permission. He just kind of steals your age, and then you don't know what happened to it, like he did to me,
Well,
bastard.
yes.
He stole like 5 years. Steals for 5 years. I'll never. I mean, I guess technically I would get them back in exactly 5 years, but you get the point nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah. Although, you know, the man is pretty settled in his life. I don't think. Honestly, like at least the personality-wise, he could probably handle Lewis. So
Personality wise, I'm gonna cut you. Oh, you want to be the first. Local Lewis says before getting cut by random old man in the ship.
honestly, I just like I haven't like probably assigned like stats to him just yet, to like the new guy. But
Yeah.
you know, he has Prime.
Hopefully he never will need them.
Well, hopefully, yeah. Um, like he has a lot of Prime for sure, because he needs that. So he might be able to like actually dissolve like Lewis nanomachines into liquid essence if he like tries anything.
This is one weakness. A man that's just pure prime.
Exactly.
I become the energy man. Your nano machines no longer have energy. Oh.
Oof, imagine like he turns himself into like pure primal energy.
I mean, Adam and Eve would fucking love it. Bless my little wormies.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like you've probably like a lot of them work by now, since it's been like what months now, and Lewis is taking care of them.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but they've also been getting like all like the stuff they need, and then they're also being used for the sewage program.
Yeah, which is honestly like the biggest meme of all, but it's honestly like a good use. Like you're actually gonna get like since it's like since they're not just you know eating the pollution, but like breaking it down properly. It's probably like you know usable material at the end of the day.
Can you can you imagine that? Just like, Sam, why are you now exporting this high quality everything? Where did you get this from? From my worms. What does that even mean, Sam? No, really. From my worms. It's just fucking worms. Just doing their holy duty.
Beautiful. All right, and well.
But yeah, Sam is gonna just kind of like, he's not gonna so much sneak up on him, but like he's gonna very much like, he'd not really announce himself. He'll just kind of like come up there and be like, and see like what weird shit she's got on display, what she's going on about.
Okay, as you come closer, you see, well, you see actually it's actually an interesting, very interesting item in there. It looks like a,
Thank you.
it looks like a skull, in there, sorta. Not like probably preserved or anything, but you do notice there's like a head wound in it, like you know, like someone tried to cave it in. And actually, do you have any medicine?
Do I have any medicine? Let me open Sam's sheets. Yes, Sam has a single dot of medicine.
Give me I can tell his medicine at a 7.
He tripped and fell. There's nothing else that could have happened to this man.
Yeah, unfortunate. And like here explaining how this man is well, so I'm not sure what happened to him exactly, because that's like the only wound, but he has been tossed in like the pit where they have put in the other sacrifices. So they're thinking he either ended on an
Sam's just
accident.
kind of like what if he just fell the fuck in?
Like he was the guy. He was the guy that's supposed to like throw in the second.
Yeah, he just went with it one day by mistake.
Yeah, nobody was able to get it out because like a deep pit.
He's like, please help, and they're like, the sacrifice chamber cannot be disturbed.
Oh my god.
Sam's that one student that goes to the museum with the rest of the class, and everybody else is like, wow, and he's like, he totally fucking did it, killed himself.
Yeah.
Like, no, Sam, he's super famous. Yeah, super famous for killing himself. Yeah.
Exactly. And Garcia looks up once you've sufficiently approached. And she's says, glad to see you, Mr. O'Neill.
Oh, I did say I was going to come see what you were going to put up, nonetheless. And if I am a man of my word, if nothing else.
They're very nice. You find these items very interesting. I was just about to explain to Maloof what this the story of this skull is. It's a real shame that we don't know too much about it. Maybe one day some of our enlightened personnel can have a look and figure out what his exact circumstances were. But until then, I think it's safe behind glass.
I believe the way it looks like Sam's gonna get like very serious and stuff. Like as an enlightened personnel, he probably fell in the giant sacrifice pit and hit his head. That's not uncommon, right? Bodies are heavy.
You see, like, struggle for a second. And she's like, what, that's one theory?
I don't often. And then Sam's gonna go on a tangent of like back when he was in the BCD Redomer, how they like rated like, like some people that were worshiping like, EDEs, and they were like, you have to put the children in the pit. And they were like, sometimes people just fell in those holes, and they were like, he's in the hole now, he's a sacrifice. No, it's not uncommon for accidental sacrifices.
Yeah, like
So, look, I botched it. Sam's going all in and building the narrative around this man, like sacrificing himself. Okay,
give like a perception empathy roll at a 6.
perception empathy. So, all right, 6 at 6. Four
Yeah.
successes.
Yeah, I definitely would notice. She tries to, she tries to be polite and nods along, but you can tell that she is just doing it because she's polite and not because she actually believes your theory.
I have a question, Radama. Right?
Yeah.
Can I persuade her that maybe I am in fact right?
Give it like a manipulation leadership roll.
Okay.
Difficulty will be an 8 though.
Okay, Renal, I'm gonna spend a willpower on this, because if I get this, it's gonna be great. 8 dice at 8, willpower spent. I have persuasion as my manipulation specialty. So that's 3 successes.
You see that you see that from like politeness to like coming into like an actual that does make a lot of sense, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Slowly, slowly it moves over. Also, fuck you.
To get your crew to love you, Redomer, you have to gaslight them with their interests, okay?
She's just gonna get laughed at somewhere, at some point for this.
I mean, that's fine. Like, not every And then, like, at the very end of it, Sam's just like, it's just a possibility, though.
The ultimate
Like,
fuck you.
what was that, Redomer?
The ultimate fuck you. It's always just a possibility. After convincing
Yeah,
her.
yeah, no, like at the very end, he's like, well, I'm not like a real like archaeologist. It could be something completely different. My 2 cents on the sacrifice chamber. What god did they worship in the sacrifice pit?
Ah, she tells you the god. I actually don't know the pantheon well enough.
No, I gotcha.
And also
I
like
thought,
those names are unpronounceable.
no, I gotcha. Sam's just like, here's a weird question. Could I roll an int academics to keep off of that?
Sure, you can. Difficulty. Well, what's the academic specialty?
Politics.
Well, you
So
might.
probably what, 7 or 8?
Yeah. So let's say honestly, like it's. Where's the character from?
America.
Oh, then you can roll a 7. Because you might have heard about it due to all the.
I have analytical.
Analytical probably not apply.
Really, with all her weird like Central American like voodoo shit going on here?
No, we'll be like more like book knowledge and stuff like that.
Okay, I can't piece anything different. It's just like,
No.
never heard of them.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you. And you know, she like explains a bit about the god, how they what intervals they did their sacrifices, and at least what I think, and that was probably like a big public events and stuff like that. Like records of have been destroyed, and you do like hear a bit of like regret coming out of it, out of her voice, and she says it's a shame we couldn't have been there.
Sam's just gonna like look at her and be like, "Do you really wish you could be at a place where they were throwing women and children and men into a giant murder fuckhole in the name of a god?"
Well, it's purely academics of course, and she like laughs nervously.
Sam just kind of like looks at her and goes, "Yeah, even then, I don't think they would let you not be thrown in the giant sacrifice pit."
Well,
a different time period.
I think there were many spectators there as well. So,
yeah, but I mean that's fair. The loss of knowledge is understandably depressing. I wouldn't want to be there though. I've been to these types of holes before. They're not fun. Be a lot weirder to have people cheering for the people that are offering babies up to demons. Well, EDEs, but pretending to be demons.
Huh. Well, I'm not
or
sure.
gods, I guess technically it would be a god to them, considering the whole morality spectrum in that particular case. It wouldn't be to us, they would be evil. To them, they would be good. Did they worship their evil gods like this?
Yeah, I think they did it. At least that's what we've gathered so far, and it also matches with the description that the Spanish have given us.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Spanish are an interesting work study in how they operated. A lot of things to them were evil at the time.
That is true. That is true, but there's been some evidence that much of that it sort of supports their claims. Like their story is very coherent in that regard. That they did worship those those gods. as the surrounding tribes regularly got got called in to be the sacrifices, and that's one of the reasons why they didn't like well, the main empire, and were more than happy to join with the Spanish.
Yes, that's fair. Bit weird to openly worship and want to worship an evil god, but
But you have to consider this, to them it wasn't evil. It
oh
was.
yeah, no. Again, it comes back to the difference in more education, more morality, all that type of stuff. To them, they were just doing what they've always done.
Hmm. Yes, and it's also something that wasn't even unique to them. Even in Europe, there were many religions that practiced at least some human sacrifice as well.
Now look at what we did to them, exactly as we should have. There's no place to waste. There's no reason to worship EDEs or any other entities out there that want to masquerade and like Sam like raises his fans. He's just like, we are humanity for a reason, and we will conquer every last thing out there. Well,
And you not, mm, I guess that's true. One day, one day I hope to get into contact with more chrononauts, and perhaps they can help conquer the Straits of Time and allow us to peer into the past enough to learn more. And
that's Sam's just like, ooh, that's a spicy feel.
yeah, and you would know that it's not just spicy. It's also like it's one of those fields where like there's a lot of like people. Like you either go get really old in it because you're like radical good, or you die young because you fucking get paradoxed away.
But yeah, Sam's gonna be like, so you want to meet him or you want to join that group?
Huh. Shake just laughs and says, as I said, my interest is purely academical.
Yes,
And I'll
almost
give it like a perception empathy at an 8 this time.
perception, empathy at 8. Discerning.
Hmm. And let me check something real quick on her sheet.
Jokes on you, Redometer. Sam doesn't trust anybody, not even himself. What?
Okay. And like what you get from her is that she's that she actually like admires these Mesoamerican religions a lot, and like she's like at the she almost would like join them, but something like seems like be holding her back.
Huh. Sam's gonna ask what drew her to these you know and he's gonna hammer home the dead, the defeated, the crushed, like very much like they're dead and gone, you know.
Wow, that's so mean.
Also, can I point out the fact there's how tall is she? Like she's kind of small, right? Like what, like 5 something?
Oh yeah, probably like she's just from like South America. I think like part indigenous, so at the very least. So
she's like a tinier person, you know. So there's just this big guy. There's this old crippled man that's just kind of like, what am I doing here? And then there's Sam just like looming over. It's like, They are gone. Tell me why you are interested in the losers. Of course, more politically tagged than your habit and hobbies and ideas are shit. Why are you interested?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a
And
dickhead. He didn't shoot Lewis's hobby down.
yeah, I mean, in fact, it's gonna be one of he's one of the few people that actually does like research projects. Does a lot of like science himself. Like most of the people in your base, let's be real here, either like working drones or combat drones. But people.
Yeah, yeah, hands down. And then there's Lewis, fucking, and actually there's like two or three I think here, and that's it.
Yeah. And
But yeah, no.
she like takes a while to like properly answer this. I seem to like ponder this answer quite a bit, and then she says, she says, well, it's hard to put into words, but it's ever since I first saw it, I felt like drawn to it. Like I've been reading a lot about it. Um, and I've even like raided the local library before I joined the union. Also, someone's at my
Mm-hmm.
door. Be right back.
The FBI, open up.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm
Oh
back.
no, it's all good.
And well, just well, so one of those things we just know. It like sets your mind ablaze.
Mm. Mm.
And
Yes, I do.
ever since I have first laid my eyes upon it, I've kept up with it, and now here we are. I've directed all the way to space, and she gives like another laugh.
Well, you've done more than any of them can do, so you should at least be happy about that much.
Hmm, that's true. I do wonder what they would do with the means we have available to us.
Uh, Probably commit a lot more sacrificing.
No. Well, aside from that, have you seen the like have you seen like the city, the intricate canal systems that they've done? Pretty
Oh
advanced
yeah.
for what they have well, what environment they have had. Like even by European standards, this put like it was quite sophisticated.
I'm so. In all honesty, I'm sure they had enlightened people with them actually, just lesser enlightened people. If that makes sense to you. And like Sam, hand on his like chin, like full on because throughout human history we have developed enlightened personnel. I mean, after all, at one point we were supposed, if I make air quotes, casting magic. And what did magic end up being at the end of the day?
Science, exactly.
Exactly. So they probably thought a large portion of their shamans were just doing what we were doing, but with lesser tools and capabilities. And when groups of people like that gain power, well, fantastical things can happen. Even more so when you declare it's in the name of your god, as we've seen throughout human history.
And not
So it's not all that. again, while I would rather not be in the time period, looking back at it, it's think of it as a stepping stone. That this is what our ancestors with less were once capable of doing. What are we who have makes a hand gesture like the hallway capable of doing if we put our mind and focus to it? That's how I see most of these ancient civilizations.
That makes a lot of sense. She says, I imagine, I imagine myself, well, I have a similar view, but it's more, I imagine myself being there, participating, and thinking of how the lives would be, or are, or have been, depending on the scenario.
Well,
Something keeps me at awake at night.
Oh, just make sure you don't get lost in that. There's a difference between there's a difference between things like that. That makes some sense.
That does make some sense.
Because everything, knowledge for the sake of knowledge and experience for the sake of experience are good things. However, when you let it control yourself, that's where you become a slave to it. And I highly doubt you want to be a slave in any manner of the word.
Well, I'm not sure where I get the slavery from, but I get the sentiment.
Oh, slavery to your passion, whatever. Or you might end up, Hillary makes a hand gesture, or you might end up like Johnson here, who fell in the hole as the sacrifice carrier. And in like 100 years, somebody's digging up Ceres and like, look at what happened. She fell in the offering pit. And he like chuckles at that.
Yeah, she like laughs as well. Oh, that's been it's been really nice. But shall we like move on to the next?
Yes.
We have a few more of those.
All right.
And yeah, I'm aloof. Is probably just gonna tag along at this point.
Yeah.
Like
Aloof. As we go to like Aloof. Hello there, my friend. You've never came to see me. There's been no scheduled appointments.
yes, I've been busy setting my things up. I hope that's all right. Lots of new people I've never worked with, and quite frankly, in my age, having meeting after meeting after meeting is
Tiresome.
Yes.
Well, Lewis can, if you ever feel like cutting down on some of that tiresomeness, Lewis can work wonders, put it mildly.
Yeah, I've heard that's a possible procedure. I'm not sure if I would want that or not.
Oh,
I've seen my grandchildren grow up. I've seen my wife die, and honestly, I'm happy at where I'm at.
good man. Not many people are. Good on you. But yeah, he like holds a hand out. But it's like, nonetheless, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sam. I'm the contract manager here. And if you need anything, don't feel bothered to either harass Lewis about it or myself.
And he like takes your hand and says, "I'm Musen Noor Malouf. Pleasure to meet you as well."
And yeah, I guess like like they'll continue. I guess they'll zone back in and listen to like her going on about like this like yes this obsidian dagger that killed the great so and so in honor of so and so. Is it?
Uh,
Yeah.
actually, next time would have been like a mask. It looks it looks like a a jaguar.
Oh,
And
oh,
it's
it's
a
one of the jaguar dudes. Okay.
yes. This one in particular is is like made out of gold. She says it's like a replica of like what they think has been one. And she says like he
Yeah.
had to like save up for years on this one so they can have it made. And you see like a passion on like how it's like based off descriptions of like various various Spaniards and and even like some like tales from like the indigenous peoples like handed down since they
Yeah.
didn't like write it down properly and stuff like that. So only like a few generations later they wrote it down, and eventually this is like what they came up with.
Okay.
And she says and at the end she's like actually to be honest I'm still paying for that one.
Oof. Well, at least you get paid. And Sam like chuckles it like that. Sam thinking back to when's the last time he got paid?
But yeah, you know,
Oh,
uh,
well, he's gonna ask like where she got it made though, like in like North America, Europe, like.
she says she got it made in well, Middle America.
Oh,
South
like
America.
legitimately as authentically made as possible. Good on her.
Yes, so I said
She's gonna
lovely.
have a she's gonna have a crippling addiction. Might as well go full in on it.
Exactly. Honestly, like the other thing that's keeping her afloat is probably like the money she made from like selling drugs.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna out her as a drug dealer just yet.
I mean, like the union knows, like for sure. Like the recruiters tried because she was so good at it.
Uh, Making a wonder hung up on the drugs.
Yeah, no, like if you ever go to like go to her with like an issue, as like if she will probably try to solve the problem with drugs. You know. Oh yeah, you're feeling not that good. Here, how about you take that this special kind of
Yeah, she's gonna
medicine?
try to sell drugs or whatever, and it's just gonna be like, sorry, I have Lewis TM nanomachines in me. What does that mean? Just like sticks finger an outlet. Ah, I'm fully charged.
Oof. Yeah, actually imagine like you say like oh yeah I have like a public speech tomorrow and I'm not sure if I can stand the pressure, and she's just gonna subscribe to you like he's gonna give you like a
Matt,
bunch of cocaine.
yeah, here you go. Here's a little pick me up. Woo, thanks, Doc.
Technically a purview, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna continue along with the rest of them. Like, like he's not dismissive of it, but he's like, it's not more or less his cup of tea
Yeah.
because like they lost.
That's the only reason I get it.
Well, that and they remind him a lot of Nefandi,
Oh, that's actually fair. Probably will, to be
and
honest.
and like he's fought EDEs for a living, like that type of stuff. He's been out here in space. He fights, Nefandi. His good buddies kill Nefandi, and like lot of red flags coming up for this girl. Nothing like there's no like proof of any red flags, but the red flags are red flags for a reason.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense, I guess. And yeah, I think we should end it now because we're in like 1 hour and 20 minutes roughly.
Well, then I guess we can end it with just a note of like just people just making sure that she has not like a discriminatory note of watching her, but like just keep an eye on it
Yeah.
because it does rub him just a little bit the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. She is not quite the sanest person out there.
Yeah. All right. Well then, goodbye, stream.
Yes, goodbye, stream. Let's see, how many bosses do we have? Oh, actually, quite a few. I count at least 6 of them.
Oh, it all came for me. I am the bot lord.
Oh my fucking god.
The bots, they come to me. I've been chosen by the bots. Beep boop. The password to capture is.
Don't confuse them, or they're gonna leave. You know, it's one of those things where they, if you like expose an error in their programming, they're gonna like self-destruct.
Somebody's computer like China just explodes. Just
Yeah. But you know, sometimes I do wonder, like, why